Michael sat in his sleek corner office, gazing at the city skyline through floor-to-ceiling windows. His technology company had just crossed the billion-dollar valuation mark, but his mind wandered to a different time, 15 years ago, in the halls of Riverside High School. Back then, he was the skinny kid with thick glasses who ate lunch alone, the target of relentless bullying from the popular crowd. Tom, Steve, and Marcus made his life miserable, stealing his lunch money and shoving him into lockers and mocking his passionate interest in computers. "Hey, geek," they would taunt. "Still playing with your little machines?" Those memories stung, but they had also fueled him. While his tormentors focused on their social status and sports, Michael immersed himself in coding, building websites, and learning everything he could about technology. His parents worried about his isolation, but Michael had a vision. One day, he would tell himself, they'll see what these little machines can do. After graduation, Michael threw himself into his studies, then started his first company in his garage. While his former bullies drifted through dead-end jobs and mounting debts, his startup grew exponentially. Now, at 32, he was a respected CEO, featured in business magazines, and invited to speak at prestigious conferences. One morning, his assistant Sarah brought him 3 separate letters. "These came in the mail for you," she said, placing them on his desk. Michael's heart skipped a beat as he recognized the names: Tom, Steve, and Marcus. Each letter told a similar story of hardship. Tom was facing foreclosure on his house, Steve's small business was failing, and Marcus couldn't afford his daughter's medical treatments. They had tracked down their former victim, swallowing their pride to ask for help with a position within his company, even as a janitor or warehouse worker, each letter filled with profound apologies for their past behavior. Michael leaned back in his chair, memories flooding back. He could taste the bitter satisfaction of revenge. Here was his chance to reject them, to let them suffer as they had made him suffer. But something else stirred in his heart, something stronger than vengeance. He called a meeting with his financial advisor. "I want to set up 3 separate assistance funds," he explained. "One for housing support, one for small business investment, and one for medical expenses." Weeks later, Michael sat across from Tom in a quiet cafe. The once mighty bully now sat hunched, eyes downcast, his former swagger replaced by defeat. "I don't deserve your help," Tom whispered, his voice cracking. "We were horrible to you." Michael smiled gently. "The past is the past, Tom. We were all just kids then. What matters is who we choose to be now." He slid an envelope across the table containing documents for a housing assistance program that would save Tom's home. Similar meetings followed with Steve and Marcus. Steve received investment capital to revive his business, while Marcus's daughter got the medical care she desperately needed. Each former bully broke down in tears, their gratitude mixed with shame and remorse. At his next company meeting, Michael's employees noticed something different about their CEO. He seemed lighter, more peaceful. One brave soul asked him about the rumored meetings with 3 struggling individuals he'd helped. Michael stood before his team, his voice steady and clear. "Success isn't just about proving others wrong," he said. "It's about proving to yourself that you can rise above pain to help others rise too. The greatest victory isn't in watching others fail, but in having the strength to help them succeed." That evening, as Michael drove home, he passed his old high school. The memories no longer hurt. Instead, they reminded him that sometimes life's greatest wounds can lead to our greatest acts of mercy. His success hadn't just made him wealthy, it had given him the power to choose forgiveness over revenge, compassion over contempt. And in that choice, he had found a freedom that no amount of money could buy.